Welcome race fans, Spectator Drags USA, the only channel on the World Wide Web dedicated to Spectator Drags, anything and everything Spectator Drags. This is your spot. This is where you need to be tuned in. This is where you need to subscribe to get everything Spectator Drags, and there is plenty of it, let me tell you. So today's video, you've seen the thumbnail, it is going to be another banger of a race, of a video. Super excited for this one. I mean, I'm always excited, but I'm extra excited for today's video. Before we get into that, let's just do what we do. We like to thank some very close friend of ours who have local companies. We like to support those local companies, and we always like to start with Jesse's Custom Design is one of those companies. Local airbrush guy, painter, whatever you need airbrush or painted, go check him out. Jesse's Custom Design on the Facebooks here. I mean, the guy is just painting. He's in mass season right now, hockey season right now, so he's probably a little busy. But I mean, there you go. I mean, oh, you don't think he's got the skill? Let's go. Jesse's Custom Design. And let's also get in right here to Carlitos Customs on Instagram. If you need to sell a car or a truck or a boat or an excavator, or I mean, if you need to sell anything from that to that, a badass Trans Am, there's a Viper up there, side by sides. If it's a boat right there, now I could use one of those. I gotta get off this site because I might buy something myself. But if you need something like that and you want to sell it, get to Carlitos Customs on Instagram. Go reach out to him. Tell him Johnny Turbo from Spectator Drags USA sent you. Let's see who the first person is to let him know you're gonna buy a car and that you heard it on this channel right here. I'm stoked for today. We do actually. You know what else we're gonna do today too? And I enjoyed this last time. And we kind of do like a little race of the week, kind of a little highlight, something, you know, that is not on the thumbnail, that is for you guys right now who are watching this channel. The other ones, they'll catch on, but I think we really need to start kind of doing this. It's a lot of fun. And this race right here is rad. This is out of Owosso. I believe it's Illinois. I mean, are you guys seeing this? That is like I don't know what kind of pickup truck you call that. Square body Chevy, it looks like, against a Subaru. Could be an STI right there. It's got the STI wheels. It could be a WRX. It looks like an STI, but against. I'm doing it for that truck because that thing is just badass. It's all painted. Look at that thing, dude. Let's go. Quality footage here too. This is tberg Media. Go sign up for tberg right now. Subscribe. Bringing us this sick video right here. Let's go. Oh! You got gapped. Dang. Oh, he's losing it. Hold on to a truck. Oh, shit. Oh, Subaru up on the outside. Oh, no. Oh, truck sends it out of 4. Let's go. So, yo, don't tell me you can't go Spectator Drag because you ain't got nothing to use. My man is out there, and I don't even know what kind of truck you call that. It looks like probably a early 80s square body Chevy, but in some type of like dune racing, like that thing is sick. So if you got it, you can bring it out to a Spectator Drag. If it's fully licensed and insured, you can drive it on the street. You can drive it on the track if there is a Spectator Drag near you. Sick. All right, let's get right into it. 64 Chevelle is today's main focus. It is called Old Lefty. So go check him out on Facebook, Old Lefty on Facebook. You'll see a bunch of pictures of that car and just learn more about it. But what I've learned about Chevelles is, I mean, we all know the iconic Chevelles, the ones we see in all the movies from, what's that, Talladega Nights with Ricky Bobby, the Dazed and Confused, Matt McConaughey.
Evening, ladies. Oh, nice.
All right. I mean, the Chevelle is, if you're into cars, you know Chevelles. I mean, it goes without saying. And they had a couple, so it was 3 generations from 64 to, I believe, 77, introduced in 63. Today's main focus is a 64 Chevelle, I believe is what it is. And so that's a first gen classic. And I know that the owner of this car likes to get after it. He likes to bring it to the track. He's got his own setup. I mean, this is just not, let's just get into it. What am I even doing right here? Let's go. On the inside. Oh, no. Oh, Curtis taking a big round one win. I mean, that truck right there is absolutely no joke. Big block with the wheels on it. I forget, they're racing slicks. I don't believe they're drag rails. I believe they're actual, more geared towards racing. It's got some suspension. I think might have coilovers on the front with a rear just OEM setup, if I'm not mistaken, but that thing is no joke. Let's bring it back and see that, the 64 Chevelle. Yo, let's see who gets the jump. Ooh, let's see who gets that moving. Oh, look at that. You guys seeing that? The Chevelle gets the jump. Boom. Let's see if we can bring it back right there. Boom. You can see him launch. Now, he's got this thing set up, the suspension. I believe it's a 350 in that Chevelle right there. Just, I mean, old school, carbureted, badass setup right there. Shifting on the floor. I believe it's a 4-speed. Let's go. So Chevelle gets the little bit of a launch right there. Boom. But the truck is not too far behind the Chevelle by about a half a car going into one now. Right away, somewhere in here, the truck just gets, right there, he's already sideways. The Chevelle tight on the inside. Nice move. Now, I, at one point, had thought that Chevelle just leans like ain't nobody's business. But, as we'll see in today's video, that lean and that shifting of the weight actually helps out a lot. The way that he's got that suspension set up, the way that he drives. I mean, look at that thing. Just tighty down low with the Chevy, the square body on the outside, hammering it. Let's go. Truck getting sideways, and that's just going to open up. You're not going to really come back on the Chevelle on that one. I mean, look at that right there. Perfect. Let's see what they're braking. Can we tell? We can't really tell from this angle. But they both go up high. They get a lot of speed. They make a nice, you know, more of a less of a sharp turn around 3. Chevelle gets that lean, sets those outside tires right where it needs to be. Boom, nice and tighty. I mean, look at that right there. Yo, if he's got a little negative or positive, what's he got? Positive camber on that inside tire. That thing is firmly straight up. Look at that thing. So that thing is dialed. And there you go. I mean, the car is just what we call a dialed classic with a driver who's been doing it for a while. And listen, I don't know why Spectator Drag isn't more popular these days. I mean, I'm telling you, when we go in the Spectator Drags at this particular track at Seekonk, it seems like there's a lot of people in the stands. We need to get some more eyeballs on it, but I think it's doing pretty well. I mean, I mean, if drag racing, Spectator Drag racing, yeah, one goes straight really fast, but you can say, oh, they only turn left, but I mean, it takes some skill. Oh, here we go, round 2. Against Kyle and that killer wagon, the Malibu Wagon on the outside. Ooh, now these guys are real close. Oh. Ooh, all right. These guys have a history right here. Now, both these cars have been doing Spectator Drags for many years, and their cars are real close. That Malibu, oh, he's gonna light him up. Let's go. Yeah. Hammer it. Yo. Another crowd favorite right there. How can you not love a raced out Malibu? Oh! Oh, come on. We blew a trans or rear end, maybe? A rear end? What's that? Oh, that's just sunlight. I thought he had some fire under the... that's unfortunate. We'll have to see what's up with that. Maybe we can find out some info on that in one of the next up-and-coming videos. But let's bring that back to the beginning, because up until after that burnout, it was a good race. Where are we going? There we go. We're back. Let's see who gets the jump. I don't know if we can really tell who gets the jump. Right there. Looks like dead even. I think they're both lined up well. And all right, I mean, into one, side by side. Again, it is very easy. And listen, this is not I'm not really criticizing the Malibu. I mean, this is just part of what it is, but it is very easy to want to get that speed and be kind of in. You want to be, and it'd be nice to be leading down the back straight rather than catching up down the back straight. So you tend to just hammer the throttle, because right here you got a helmet on. It's hard to look over to your left and see where that car is right there. I guarantee my man in the Malibu Wagon is just focused on what he's doing. I'm sure he can probably, well, maybe he can or can't hear that Malibu on the inside, but it's hard to turn your head. I see he's got his window down, but I mean, he's a little bit high right there, but it looks great. Cobb looks composed. I mean, he's keeping it steady. Comes nice around, boom, on the back bumper of the Malibu on the inside. I mean, the Chevelle on the inside, just nice, tidy line. I mean, it's a pretty nice Chevelle. He did, look at that. Again, he gets that lean, sets the outside tires, just how he likes it. Boom, comes down. It keeps a little bit more of a lower line here. He's already got the speed. He's going to make that Malibu go around on the outside. Now you got to hammer the brakes. Yeah, he comes in. Look, it gets a little bit sideways maybe in the 3. Coming into 4, but he sets those tires. Oh, and I mean, Malibu on the outside is a train coming. So he's got a little bit of a faster line on the outside. He's getting that speed with those 305s or 315, whatever monster tires he has on that wagon. Look at that. Oh, that was such a good shot right there. 2 badass cars, great drivers. Oh, I see. All right. My Malibu just comes out of it now. Probably right here, he's about to hammer the throttle. He does. Gets the ass end sideways. The Chevelle is just keeping a nice solid line. It looks like they could have touch or about to touch, so I guarantee, well, it does seem a lot like the Malibu just got out of it, which is the smart thing to do. Chevelle gets the win, but I mean, that's a sick race right there. I mean, there are no gimme races at Seekonk Speedway, the Spectator Drags. There is no guaranteed win. Maybe, I mean, you might catch someone slipping, luckily, but I mean, every car it can win. Now, these particular cars, the wagon, is just a classic crowd favorite. I mean, it's got a history. So, and both of these cars have a history with the Chevelle and the Malibu. So sick race. Congrats to everybody on that one. Paul Curtis in the Chevelle moves on. Let's go to round 3. Oh, against Carlitos Customs. Oh, on the outside. Carlito has been on a rampage lately. Woo. All-wheel drive Talon. Woo. All right, let's bring that back and see. I mean, it just seems like that Eclipse on the outside just launched into outer space. I mean, let's just see what happened. Great picture right there. Both. Now that's another. Look at those cars. Are so sick. Again, you can come down with any kind of car you want. That is about the range right there. I mean, we got some Japanese to America and everything between and all around. What a sick. And if you get to line up against either one of these cars, I mean, good luck. Do your best. Because both these cars are absolute slayers. All right, let's see if we can see who gets the launch. I mean, it looks right there. Boom. Both cars. Nose comes up on both. Boom. They just launch. They get it. I'd say they both time that. But, the all-wheel drive of that Eagle Talon on the outside, Carlito Mello, just gets about a 1-car lead into turn 1. Now, let's see this. Now, we already saw in round 1 and 2 the other 2 competitors who started on the outside. What did? They went medium to high around turn 1 and 2. Now, Carlito, because he got the nice launch, he's able to duck down low and take a nice, tight inside line. He's on the brakes. He's already launched that thing into the moon, so he's trying to just kind of slow it on down so we can get a nice turn. Again, I mean, the Malibu sets it on the outside, forgets it. I mean, just solid run. Clips back off the gas, off the brake and onto the throttle down the back straight, running through the kitty litter right there. And let's see. This time the Eclipse takes about a midway down the back straight. Malibu goes up high to hopefully get some speed to come in at 4. And listen, both cars just, I mean, there's no bubbles, no troubles. Paul does a great job actually coming in down low, hammers the brakes, and look at how he just clips that apex right there. I see the front tires. Maybe he's pushing a little, but it looks great. And he's just trying to get some speed. And I mean, he's about a car length lead or so. That's not bad. Car looks great, dude. I mean, Carlito that's a nasty competitor too. So I'm saying you don't know at Spectator Drags and Seekonk, as with anywhere. I mean, you can bring your fast car. Listen, you just got to bring your car down there and have a shot. Now, and it doesn't matter who you line up against. You might line up against a DSM thinking you're gonna smoke him, and then you might line up against an old school muscle car and say, "Yo, I got this guy." You just don't know because those are two sick competitors right there. All right, so congrats to Carlito on that win. Paul, congrats for going. What's that? Your third round now. Actually, we are going to move into seed. Now, we were already a few rounds in, so Paul actually will race for third place right here. This is the race for third place. Wow. Looks like there was a little confusion at the start there. This is the race for third. Carlito went on to race for 1 and 2. Paul drifting 3, drifting 4. Yes. Oh, dang. Landscaping on the inside, so be careful of that. Paul seems to, I think that's gonna, I mean, you're whipping around turn 4, so it makes sense. Oh, that thing is sick. Yes.
Does Jeff Daniels have anything?
Let's go. That thing is sick. All right, let's bring that back to the beginning. There's that. And just kind of see. So this is the race for third. Looks like off the start, yeah, it looks like you can see right there the Chevelle gets like a little bit of a jump. I bet maybe he went before it really turned green. I'm not really sure. I can't see the light, but then he looks like he got off the gas because he did that, and as he did that, I bet the light turned green, and the Camaro on the outside with the hoodless Camaro just rips it. He gets a 1-car lead in turn 1, and again, as we saw with Carlito, the IROC on the outside, again, compared to, remember the races from 1 and 2, guys took the middle to high line from the outside. This IROC got the launch, came down low, stabbed the brakes to get that car tamed enough with them big tires to come down low. Paul, that's it. You got, again, just a nice race right there. A little bit sideways, looks like right about there in the Chevelle. But again, listen, you're behind a little bit. Your main objective is to not be behind, so you're just hammering the throttle. I guarantee you're in that driver's seat just gassing it. Do what you can do now. And look at Paul. Nice and high all the way to the... See, again, you're in the lead, so the Camaro takes a little bit of a middle lane, kind of a little bit more defensive position. And for number 2 in the back end, Chevelle, he's going to go nice and high to get as much speed as he can. Look at almost at the wall to get as much speed as he can to make at least of a turn around 3 and 4. And you can see how much speed he has. He's probably stabbing the brakes or getting off the gas or something right here. Gets it sideways. And then just a little bit of oversteer, gathers it up. He just hammers it. Probably right here, he just said, you can see right there, the IROC kind of starting to go a little bit wide. And there's a possibility that maybe Paul thought he could go low. Stabs the throttle, drifts across the finish line. I mean, look at that. Yo. Luckily, there's no other cars or anything on the inside lane. You got to be careful of that. And my man just cuts that grass. Boom. And, there you go. Good racing right there. I mean, listen, that's just a badass ride. Congrats to Paul Curtis. You built yourself a sick car. You're a talent. I mean, I've learned a lot from being around you. I listened to how you set up your car. I know you've got a bunch of secrets and things you do to that car to make it go as fast as it does, because that thing it goes rounds a lot. Sure, we have our days, but that car is a beast. You kid. And for all those that don't know, my man Paul drives it to and from the track. He makes changes at the track, drives it around, puts it back to street mode, and cruises home. You know, hits the ice cream shop, grabs a soda, whatever. That thing is... Oh, my God. You guys loving these or what? That car is sick. Come on, put it down in the comments. A 64 Chevelle set up like that, just, I mean, absolutely owning it. I mean, can you not love it? Oh, Spectator Drags. All right, well, that's it for today, guys. I appreciate it. I had a lot of fun today. Congrats to everyone who made it all those rounds, especially Paul in that 64 Chevelle. I mean, classic car. That's it for today. I appreciate it. Hit that subscribe, like, all that stuff. Let's get this stuff rolling, and we'll see you guys in the next one, all right?